Hi, I'm Madeline and I run customer marketing at Sonar. Welcome to my series From My Desk to Yours. Today we're digging into a deceptively simple metric, first time fix rate, or FTFR. If you're in field ops, this is one of the most important numbers you can track. And it's also one of the most misunderstood. So here is the basic idea. FTFR is the percentage of jobs that get resolved on the first visit. And the formula is really simple. It's the number of jobs resolved on the first attempt divided by the total number of jobs times 100. So if you run 100 installs and 75 of them are completed on the first visit, your FTFR is 75%. A high FTFR usually means your tech showed up with the right tools, the right info, and a job that was scoped correctly. A low FTFR, that tends to come down to one of three things. One, the tech wasn't prepared, they had the wrong gear or the wrong skill set. Two, the job wasn't ready, provisioning wasn't complete or a drop was missing. Or three, the site wasn't serviceable. Maybe there was a no-show, bad wiring, unsafe conditioning, whatever. But here's the catch. Unless you're tracking the why behind those failures, FTFR by itself won't tell you anything. Let's talk about how to make FTFR trackable in Sonar using structured, consistent data. Step one is adding a text custom field to your install jobs with restrict values enabled so you can standardize the reasons for your failed installs. Here's how to set it up. Go to Settings, Miscellaneous, and Custom Fields. Click and create your custom fields and set the type to text. Toggle on restrict values. This lets you define a preset list of acceptable entries and label the field something like failed install reason. Set the applicable record type to job, then under restrict values, enter your list of reasons. In this example, we're going to use signal issue, customer not available, equipment problem, premises issue, fiber drop not ready, address issue, tech mismatch, system or process issue, and weather or environmental delay. Now, here's the thing. Do not mark this field as required. In Sonar, required means the person creating the job would have to fill it out at job creation, which is not what you want. You just want it to appear when the job fails and then rely on your process to make sure it's filled in. That's where training and oversight come in. If the tech skips this step, you lose visibility and your FTFR data starts to fall apart. So bottom line, get the field in place, scope it properly, define your values, and then back it up with process. Once you've got structured failure reasons in place, the next step is figuring out whether a job actually requires a second visit and making sure that that gets reflected in your FTFR reporting. Start by creating another custom field, this time using the Boolean type. This will create a simple yes/no dropdown and label it something like revisit required. Link it to the job record type. Now, this field isn't for the tech. It's for your dispatcher to fill out when reviewing a failed install and preparing to reschedule it. To make sure that happens consistently, set up a workflow using Sonar's ticketing system. Go to Settings, Ticketing, and Ticket Groups, and create a group called something like Dispatch Review or Install Follow-up. Add your dispatchers or operation leads to this group, then make sure that install jobs with a status of failed automatically generate a ticket and route it to this ticket group. That way, any failed install gets reviewed by dispatch before it's rescheduled. Now, here's the key. The follow-up job is the one you'll be reporting on. So part of the dispatcher's job during this process is to set the revisit required field to yes and copy over the original failure reason into the new job's custom fields, so you keep full visibility across both attempts. Once you've got your custom fields, ticket group, and job failure automation set up, you're ready to start calculating first-time fix rates in Sonar. And here's how to do it the easy way. Start by opening the job report under the report section and set the filter to show only jobs where the job type is install or whatever job type you are tracking FTFR for. This will give you a list of all of your scheduled jobs of that type. Now, you want to focus on the initial job attempts. To do that, apply a filter using the custom field you created, revisit required, and set it to no or blank. This gives you your denominator, all the original install jobs, whether they succeeded or not. Then flip that filter to show where revisit required is set to yes. That gives you the number of jobs that needed a second visit. To calculate your FTFR, take the total number of initial install jobs, subtract the number of jobs that required a revisit. What you're left with is the number of jobs completed on your first try. Then divide that number by the total install jobs and multiply it by 100. So for example, if you had 100 install jobs scheduled and 20 of them needed a revisit, that means 80 were resolved on the first visit. 80 divided by 100 gives you an FTFR of 80%. And if you're thinking you'd rather build this into a dashboard or automate the calculation using a tool you already use like Power BI or Tableau, talk to your CRM about Data Connect. It lets you pull Sonar data directly into the reporting platform of your choice so you can track and build this and other key metrics automatically.